All right, it's been a while. I haven't done any videos in a while, but that's okay. I'm not giving up. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that if you work on your drawings, even if it's 10 seconds a day, you're going to get somewhere. Let me show you some sketches I've been doing for my miniatures. They're not perfect sketches by any means, but they've only taken me, just minutes. And this is Night Stalker, and I'm going to make a miniature sculpture out of him. And this is Patch. Again, I don't think the proportions are right. I think this needs to be a little bit longer than that, but well, it is. But he's supposed to be smoking a pipe or lighting a pipe, and he's got his foot on a skull. I'm going to try to make this a miniature. And this Peg Leg Pete, although I gave him 2 feet in this, I'm going to have to give him a peg leg. So yeah, these are just sketches. They're not fully realized yet. They're just kind of there. And again, it helps. It helps. So let me show you. I think this is what the new series is going to be here. I'm going to work on anatomy, because for even 10 seconds a day, you can do some anatomy. Okay? Just looking at this right here and emulating this. Now, they always say that you should practice, from real life. And that's fine and everything, but if you don't have like a real life person to watch, or I guess you can go on YouTube. This isn't bad practice either. Whatever gets you drawing here. And this is a great book by Bern Hogarth, and stuff like this. All the different folds in the muscle, the different names of the muscle. It's all good. This is really good for back stuff, for superhero musculature. And I also have this, which is an Art S. Buck position statue. This is for women here. And so I can just move the arms like that and just sketch away, knowing that the proportions are correct. So this is a good thing to use, but I'm going to get to that, but let's just say, okay, I want to just copy in this cover. It's like a thinking man pose. Say, okay, I want to copy this cover, and you'll learn anatomy a little bit more just by copying stuff. You get the basics of what it is. This is a chest, has these multiple muscles in it, and this is like a heart kind of shape right here. So let's just do the basic part of it, which is I'll draw the head and the neck and this right here and this chest. We'll do a 10-second drawing here. So let's see. Oh, here we go. 2, 1, yeah. Okay, so there we go. Very basic. Again, I'm missing detail, but I'm just copying. I almost forgot about the shoulder part here. Okay, and there's a shoulder that comes over here and connects these two. And there's the 3 folds. Bart Sears is a good comic book anatomy guy, where he really gets the anatomy. Like, he really goes into these kinds of folds in the chest. He's that kind of an artist. And I miss his work. I haven't seen any of his newer comic book work in a long time. So here's the brow line, which I always like to do, and the cross. Alright. The ear is about right here. And the nose about right there. And I'm keeping it real loose. Real loose. There's all these rounded kind of folds. But as long as you get that brow line and the nose line, you know, you have a good proportion face there. Now this hand, okay, I'm just going to do the real basics of this. His forearm is going over his nose, so this is already kind of wrong. But that's okay. I'm not going to copy it perfectly like that. I'll just say his hands are resting right there. And I'll follow this shape. It's like a upside down bowling pin. Oh no, not upside down, but bowling pin. Bowling pin forearms. And this comes out here. Again, it's always good to look at your own body for proportions. And hand stuff, you know. So I can go like that and can go, okay, this is his right hand, and he's doing something like this. You know, although you have to turn your hand, it's good for shadows too. Take pictures, look in the mirror, and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, there we go. I could develop this further. I could start doing some shading here. You know, the way they have it. Maybe you're just focusing on the musculature. And this kind of gives way to the tricep. And it's all going to help you. It's all going to help you when you want to draw a more realistic humanoid. Maybe you don't want to draw, you know, maybe you want to draw more of like a superhero character. And you're going to remember, oh, I know the chest is going to be kind of rippled. There's a chest, there's a shoulder bone right here, and it goes into the deltoids, and so on and so forth. And there's a big bulging muscle right here, the shoulder muscle, which I know there's a certain specific name. I can go look it up in this book. Highly recommend this book. It's a great reference to have around. If you're a little bit more serious about drawing and getting better with your anatomy. Again, it's probably always best to draw from real life. Real life black and white pictures are really good to draw from. Anything Schwarzenegger, anything bodybuilding. But it's not a bad thing to go and just draw a normal person's body as well. A normal female body and a normal, you know, and so on and so forth. And so yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm going to get a little bit more into maybe some of the pages in this book, and then start to draw the postures from my Art S. Buck statue. And I have a male one too, so okay. Keep drawing 10 seconds a day.